And we're back. This is Adam and Michelle from AdamandMichelleCarey.com and another Facebook Live. If you were on our cold market webinar, we actually had 2 this week, and we told you we'd be doing a Facebook Live at 4 Pacific, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern, and we were going to do some Q&A, so hopefully you guys put that on your calendar. We had about hour webinars.
Yep.
And then we gave away some iPads, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, so Craig got a Dallas one, a mini iPad, and then
it was Amy
Sasser. She's out of
Amy Sasser.
Fayetteville.
Yeah, and we're friends now, so she should be
getting
this.
So she's out of Arkansas, so she won a free mini iPad, and they were fun webinars. There was we were using a new webinar service, and it was very interactive when we got to bring on some special guests to see on video.
Hey,
and
Blanca.
Hey Blanca, how you doing? Blanca makes she restores amazing furniture.
She's gonna do all the furniture for us one day.
Yeah, Blanca, do you ship to Sacramento from Texas? Let us know. Comment below.
And we have Junior. Welcome, Junior.
Yeah, so what we're going to do in this Facebook Live, guys, is we're just going to do some Q&A. We may cover some of the secrets that we shared from Tuesday and Wednesday's webinar. Wednesday was a private webinar with Simon Chan's community from MLM Nation. And then we had amazing turnouts for both webinars.
Yeah.
And didn't have time to get to all the questions. So hopefully we have some of the questions here. So you might be catching the replay, or we can cover some of those. And so, yeah, so it's Thursday. It's right before Labor Day weekend. And, you know, some of you guys might be busy. Keep going. We're telling your followers. Oh, okay.
So do you want to start with a secret or with one of the questions that we couldn't get to?
Let's start with the secret, Michelle. Why don't you address our favorite one, which was the first secret, and that's bulletproof. Talk a little bit about that for a minute.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. So, what we believe is probably one of our most exciting messages that we share with people is just become bulletproof, and that could be applied in your business. It could be applied in your personal life. So what we believe being bulletproof is to be unashamed and unoffended. So if we're going to talk about, network marketing, it's being unashamed that you're in network marketing, proud to represent this amazing profession. I think in the past, for us, we've seen it modeled, and we've also been taught that we should hide it, because the fact that some people have kind of like a notion of it that's untrue a lot of times, and if they find out that it's network marketing up front, they'll prejudge and they'll end up saying no. But this is actually going to leak into another secret, but the secret is if you're proud to be in network marketing, you're going to actually be more attractive to people in the cold market than if you were to kind of sneak away from the fact, because people could read it, you know what I mean? And so if you're unashamed to represent your profession, you're unashamed and unapologetic for what you believe in, and that's very attractive to people. And then to be unoffended
That's a tough one.
Yeah. is to extend grace to people that are maybe ignorant to your business or what you believe in, and when they say things that could be hurtful, that you just brush it off and say, you know what, they just don't know. I'm going to extend grace, so it's not going to bother me, and I'm going to keep moving forward in what I believe in.
Yeah, let's be honest. When it comes to the cold market, people are the number one thing that holds people back from breaking the ice and having conversations and just going for it is fear. Yeah. And it's usually the fear of looking stupid, the fear of what people are going to think, or fear of looking or sounding silly. But when you live unoffended and unashamed, that stuff just kind of evaporates. Like, it just doesn't matter, because you're doing it with the right intentions. And I've shared this before. Instead of trying to muster up the boldness, it's about believing in something so passionately that you just can't help but share it with everybody that you run into. Like, if you had the cure for cancer, like, would you care about criticism and pushback and from people that didn't believe in the cure that you had? No, you could care less, because you'd be so convicted that you have the cure that you're going to share it regardless of what people think. And that's the kind of buy-in that you want to have. So if you're just joining us, this is just a cold market Q&A. It's really a follow-up to the webinars that we hosted this week on some of our secrets for recruiting in the cold market. So let's just go. Feel free to put in a question there if you have a question.
We have Maria joined and Mike Shin. What's going on?
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. If you have a question related to the cold market, feel free to type it in. Some of the questions that we didn't get to, we're going to go through some of those. And I'm not sure how long this is going to be. This is for you guys, so it could be long, could be short. What's a question that we have?
Okay, so this question came from our first webinar, and we couldn't get to it. It's from Jeff, and he wrote, "Would love help reaching out to very old acquaintances on social media when you don't have their phone numbers without it being weird."
You want to take this? That? Okay, I'll take it. Well, I don't necessarily think that's cold market. It just needs to be warmed up again. So I wouldn't go right into your business opportunity. If they're an old acquaintance, you need to warm those up. Take some time. And so I would just say, I'll just say it's Maria, right? I'll just say, message Maria. Hey, Maria, it's Adam. Hey, I know we got connected a while back on Facebook, but it's been so long since we've talked. I'd love to catch up. What's your phone number these days? And do not bring up your business that first conversation. Like, just take some time and ask questions and listen. That's the key word, guys, is you need to listen to what they're saying. Like, if they say on the phone call, "Oh my gosh, Adam, I have to find another way to make income or my family's going to die." Okay, then you have permission to bring up your business. But that's what I would do in that scenario. Michelle, do you have any other feedback?
Yeah, actually, I've done this a lot because, you can end up connecting with people maybe that were from high school. And it's you're going to have to use a little bit of discernment. So a lot of times when I'm figuring out, am I going to directly pitch this person, or am I going to treat it like I'm just going to get to know them again and let the process happen more naturally, will determine, one, do I truly want to reconnect with this person in a genuine way, or maybe they're of opposite sex, so it wouldn't be right for me to say, hey, let's get reconnected and have this like rekindling of something, because that wouldn't be fair to Adam, and I'm not comfortable with that. So in that instance, I would do the direct approach. And a lot of times what I've done in a direct approach to grab someone's phone number is I would say, hey Mike, it's Michelle from high school. Hey, I noticed that you live in Minneapolis, and I actually have a quick question or favor of you to ask of you. I'm actually expanding a business and out in your area, and wanted to run by what I'm doing to see if you could connect me with anyone that is a mover and shaker that this would make sense to. So it's a very indirect approach for them. I'm not doing the whole catching up and it's fake thing, because I don't like that. And I think when you do that, people could sense that, like, this person didn't really care about me before. Why do they care about me now? And if your business gets brought up, it's going to be like that, oh, by the way, phone caller guy. And so if that is the category, just send them a direct message. And I've done this quite often, and people have never thought it was weird, and they've connected me with people, or they've raised their hand themselves, or they've sometimes said, I have no idea, after they've seen the information. And I have gotten their phone number through that. So that's a very easy way to do it. And if it's the other scenario where, flip the script. If you had a friend just call you and out of the blue, or ask for your phone number out of the blue, and they went direct to a business, would you have your feelings hurt? So if the answer is yes, then that's probably a relationship that deserves to be reconnected again.
Especially if you thought they were just like reaching out because they wanted to catch up and see how you're doing, and then they went straight into business, not super sincere. In our book, Don't Be That Guy, on chapter 6, it's the, oh, by the way, phone caller. You see this lady? Or it could be guy. Don't be that guy. And that's where you call and you catch up, and at the very end of your conversation you go, oh, by the way, and then you transition to business. They're not an idiot. They're going to figure out real quickly that was the original intention of your call. I did something, I'm not bragging on me, but I just want to share a quick story of what happened recently. I was at a conference, collected business cards, and I'm thinking, okay, I got a box full of business cards. What good is it unless we keep in touch? So all the people that I met at the conference, I followed up with, I connected on Facebook, and I called all of them personally, and most of which I got voicemails, and most of which, I'd say 90%, I never got a return call. And my voicemail was simply, hey, met you at the conference, really enjoyed connecting. I want to stay in touch because there's no point in having your business card if we don't. Love to hear back from you. I have no agenda. Call me when you can. I had one lady that did call me back, and she was kind of waiting for the catch. I said, listen, I don't want anything from you. I just want to stay in touch. How can I serve you? How can I help you? Literally, I'm not calling to sell you anything. And she was like so tickled that I did not have an agenda. But you know what? Tickled, yeah. Tickled. And that I didn't have an agenda, and you know what?
Though,
I just like I didn't have an agenda. Like you're networking. Be a networker. Be a networker that's networking. You know? So,
I want to add something to that. See, when you're networking, Mike Shin is a really great networker. So,
what's up, buddy?
The thing is,
Lodi in the house.
When you're networking, it's not networking for you. The most successful networkers are networking to add value to other people. They're finding out how they can add value to other people first, and then it comes around to them that other people are just like, man, this guy helped me. I want to help this person.
Yep.
And like the networkers that good networkers are the ones that just kind of buzz around and try and get everything for themselves. So I guess like in this day and age, social media is like networking, you know, and when you meet people on social media, use it to be social. I think, you know, we've both recently had messages of people that wanted to get to know us, and then like literally not even a few moments into getting to know them, it was like, hey, the ask, you know, which is, you know, I applaud for the ask. Good job on doing the ask, because that's really hard. But is the timing of the ask a little bit too early? Yeah, I thought it was. You know?
Well, especially if they would have read my comments before.
Yeah.
You know,
so
like just that's
it's
just
like
a tip.
the cut and paste thing that
listen.
people don't appreciate on social media.
Yeah, let's go to the next question.
How to approach prospects on social media. So we've kind of gone over that, you know, use social media to be social, take a genuine interest in people and their posts.
I will say this. So we're connected with a lot of people on Facebook. We don't know who they are. So in there, that is pretty much cold market. So if you want to turn them off and repel them, then you post links to your opportunity, ask me how, message me for details, do, you know, basically spam commercials. That's going to turn them off.
Yeah.
The way to do it right on social media, and we're not claiming to be social media experts, we're talking about cold market. That's where our expertise is. But we've done pretty well on social media by just showcasing lifestyle, not bragging, but just having fun, positive posts, whether they're quotes, having fun with people, out to dinner, because most people don't enjoy what they do, and when your day and your night and everything is like fun, people are attracted to that and they start to ask questions. If you're posting your company name, your opportunity, the links, well, they can just go Google all that stuff and make a decision, uneducated decision on their own. So that's good.
And I mean the process of getting to know them, and then if you're going to send them the message, just use the script that I just gave you earlier. I've used that a lot. I've had great feedback from it.
That's good.
And so it's worked.
Right on. Hey, so thanks for joining us, Carlotta. If you have any questions relating to the cold market or what Michelle's favorite cereal is, feel free to comment, and we'd love to answer those questions. What we're doing is, if you just joined us, we're just reviewing some of the questions we got from our webinars this week regarding cold market prospecting.
Okay, so do you want to do another question and then a secret?
Yeah, let's do a question.
Okay, how can I open market on churches? How can I approach the pastors and churches cold market?
Well, I haven't really done that myself of going after just specific pastors, but that's
churches.
Or churches.
I think
that thing you got to build up some trust, in my opinion. You got to build up a relationship first. I wouldn't just walk in a church and this is me personally, and walk in and say, I got an amazing opportunity. We should bring this to your congregation. You know, if you have some type of an affiliate opportunity that they could be a part of, what I would do is you could reach out to the office or go in and, you know, just ask for a 10-minute meeting with the pastor, which they may or may not give it to you depending on the size of the congregation. And just say, you know, my name is Adam. I'm an executive with XYZ company, or whatever your title is, and we have an amazing affiliate program that could benefit your church and your church members. Would you give me 5 or 10 minutes to present it to you to see if it's a fit? That's how I would do it. I would ask I would honor their time by asking for a short window, because right there, they may not get all the information to make a decision, but they're going to know if they want to learn more or not. Present it very professionally. Don't try to be sneaky at all. And just say, you know, my name's Adam and I represent XYZ company, And if you have some testimonies you can share with other churches or pastors, that goes a long way. So here's an example. This isn't related to churches, but it's related to doctors, because sometimes you're working a vertical market. So when we went to, we had an appointment with our daughter's pediatrician, and I knew that in our company we had some doctors, like an eye doctor, a spine surgeon, and some others, and I knew a little bit about their story. Some of them I knew more personally. And so what I did is I knew what I was going to say before I went in there. It's been a while, so I got to remember what I said. But after the appointment was done, I asked the doctor, I said, do you mind if I take a minute to ask you a non-related question? He said, sure. And I said, well, I'm an executive for a company that's expanding out in the area, and we've specifically partnered with some doctors. In fact, a spine surgeon up in New York, an eye doctor in this city, and then I went through a few testimonies. And I say they're partnering with us because they want to diversify their income. As you know, the healthcare industry has been a little shaky lately. And this is why I went into a little bit about our company. This is why we're attracting them. Would you be open to learning about what we're doing with them? And he graciously took some information. He declined after he looked at it. But that's what I did, is I asked for a minute of his time. I shared some testimonies and made it specific to how it would relate to him. And he looked at the information, which in our book, that's a victory. If they look at the presentation and they decline, you won. Like that's the name of the game, is just get them to take a look at the information. So hopefully the folks that asked that question on churches, you could use the same thing, but you're going to need some testimonies to make it more impactful. If you can share about this pastor and that church and how it impacted them and how it raised this much money, testimonies are by far the most lethal weapon we have. Yeah. No. So any other questions? No. Okay, so let's share another secret. And hey, if you just joined us, if you have any questions for us related to cold market prospecting, let us know. Somebody make a comment. Do something. Show us that you're alive out there.
It's sometimes the hardest.
I know. Be the first comment. Somebody just leave let us know where you're calling from, what city and state or country. Last night.
And what your favorite cereal is.
What your favorite cereal. Last night we had people from Philippines, New Zealand, like the UK, all over. It was cool. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so what secret do you want to cover, or do you want me to cover?
Oh,
I want to do this one.
Yeah, do that one. I think that'll be good, and then we'll close.
Okay, so if we have no questions and no comments, okay, we got a quiet group today. I want to cover secret number 5 that we covered on the webinar. You can get the replay. It's available
till Friday. If you don't have the replay,
did we post it?
We're not posting it, but if you want it, then email us or message us.
If you're on our email list, you already got the replay.
Yeah, but if you're not and you're on here, just send us a message.
All right, so from the webinar, secret number 5 of cold market prospecting is something that was never taught to us. We just picked it up, we just did it, and it's become one of our favorite approaches, which is the direct network marketing approach. And you might not know what that is. Well, you may know what the direct approach is. Let's get in some text messages here. The direct network marketing approach is when you let them know it's network marketing instead of hiding it, and you do it with a confidence and a posture. So I actually did it yesterday. I was going through Dutch Brothers Coffee. We were grabbing some iced coffee. Guy's like, hey, what are you doing today? I said, oh, I'm just working, man. And he goes, well, what do you do? And I said, well, I train network marketers, and I do this and I do that. And he goes, I said, do you know what the network marketing profession is all about? And he goes, I don't know. Is it like advertising? So he obviously doesn't know. And so what I said to him is I told him a little bit about it. I said, well, we recruit and we train and we move products and services. So, I'm going to be generic on this this Facebook Live, but you can get a little bit more specific about what you do. And all right, so we got our Wi-Fi back. So here's the script. I said you should really take a look at the network marketing profession, because if you found the right company that was a fit for you, you would crush it. Your personality, man, you've never met a stranger. You're fun to be around. I think you would do really well. Mm-hmm. Tell you what, I'll get you some information and you could check it out. And I did my 2 area code trick where I simply just pull out my phone and I go, hey man, is your number a 916 or is it a 530? And then I sit there and I wait for it. I've never had to wait more than like 3 seconds because it's too awkward for them not to give me the phone number. So that's a different technique. That's actually another secret. But I love the direct network marketing approach. Another way you could do it is simply just giving compliments. The gentleman yesterday, I had asked him, hey, what's your ultimate goal? What do you want to do? and he wanted to graduate. He wanted to move to New Zealand. He wanted to marry a pretty foreign girl, and he wanted to drive a Volkswagen bus. Like, he told me everything. And I thought that was awesome. And I said, hey, have you ever considered being a business owner? That's a great question you can ask people. Hey, have you ever considered being a business owner? Or you can ask them after giving them a compliment. Hey, Michelle, have you ever looked at or considered the network marketing profession?
No.
Like that's the question that we love. That's our approach. Have you ever looked at or considered the network marketing profession? And then they're going to share with you what they either like or don't like about it. And then what you get to do is listen, and then you need to you ask questions. So tell me about that. Like, it sounds like you've had an experience. Share what happened. And then you listen, and then you ask more questions. And there we go. So that's the direct network marketing approach. If your belief in network marketing is more than their unbelief, they will probably not make fun of you or push against. They'll just go, okay, wow. And if it's not for them, they'll move on. But if their unbelief is greater than your belief in network marketing, then be prepared for some pushback, some ridicule, to be made fun of, because belief has everything to do with this profession, cold market prospecting. If you're not bought in, then the people are not going to buy in either. So it doesn't look like we have any more questions. We hope this was helpful for you. And we just want to remind you that the shopping cart for the Cold Market Recruiter is about to close. Can you just wrap this up by telling them a little bit about that in case they're not familiar with what we're launching?
Yeah, so we ended up launching this week a training course. It's 11 modules, and it's all on spy camera footage of Adam in the cold market. So you could see these conversations live, or well, it's not happening live, but
it's raw, real
it's
stuff.
Raw stuff.
Yeah.
And so you could hear what he says, how he says it, which is pretty much the best learning experience on how he says it, see his posture, what he does. And also what I love about it is you could see how he overcomes objections. You could see how he he's messed up a few times, how does he rescue that? I think those things that you could actually witness are more valuable a lot of times than just taking notes and then going out and wondering, like, how does it actually really look? How does it happen, And so we devised this to get rid of any hesitation, any fear of the cold market, to show you exactly what happens and how simple it really is. And we have over $9,000 of bonuses.
Yeah.
2 of the bonuses are going away. So this is it's going to go away midnight Friday. So 11:59 Friday, the cart's going to be closed.
Tomorrow. That's tomorrow,
yeah.
September the 3rd.
We will reopen the product, but it's going to be $100 more, and you're going to have less bonuses. The 2 biggest bonuses, which is one of the bonuses is 4 live webinars Q&A, so you could hop on the webinars as you're jumping into your cold market and tell us what you're running into and tell us your questions, and we're going to be there live with you with top each one we're going to have a top network marketer as a guest, and Simon Chan from MLM Nation is going to be one of them, and then the other one is on-demand coaching package with the Ambitious Women Success Club, when you're going to get guides and action plans on how to become a successful entrepreneur. You get 1 month free. That is valued at over $6,000 right there. So cart's closing Friday.
And they get it for...
It's $197.
$197.
Yeah, if you do it by Friday, by 11:59.
Yeah,
so,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it's way more work. We put a lot more work than...
If 9 years ago, we could have had access to some live spy camera footage of people prospecting in the cold market, that would have just
made life a lot easier.
If you recruit one person, it's paid for. Like, if you recruit one person, it's paid for, and then you actually... Because it's one thing to learn in a classroom. It's one thing to sit on a super Saturday and get pumped up and you look at your notes, and then Monday morning or Saturday, you go pick up the phone and you're like, okay, I remember what they said, but I never got to see it executed.
Yeah, it's different
so,
when you see it.
I think it's never been done before. I've never seen it done before, and we're pretty pumped. So you can go to adamandmichellecarey.com/cold-market. The link is somewhere around.
It's on the title.
Yeah, it's somewhere around this video.
Facebook Live. But I also want to frame it this way: is how many people are you passing on a daily basis? That could be your future rock star.
Yeah.
in your business.
Yep.
So,
and you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So
yeah.
there's
if
our.
you absolutely don't like it, we're not going to even ask a question.
Yeah. So there's our pitch. Buy it or don't buy it. It's up to you. We appreciate you getting on our Facebook Live. We hope we gave you some value today. And if we don't talk to you sooner, have an amazing Labor Day weekend. God bless you, and cheers to something.
Freedom.
There you go.